Hi everyone, I'm Becky with Rising Star Bakery. For those of you that don't know me, tonight I wanted to pop on here and show you guys how to make a unicorn horn with unicorn ears. I have a cake coming up. Sorry, this thing's a little close. I have a cake coming up that's due this weekend, and I've been not really doing a lot of lives lately just because things have been kind of crazy and I don't always have all the time in the world to do them. So tonight I'm just going to show you guys a simple, easy little trick you can do to make a unicorn cake, and then whenever you feel like making one for your kids, then you can make one for your kids. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my fondant ready. And then I'm going to turn the camera down so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So here we go. Bear with me. Can you see? Now I'm not going to be able to see comments, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So I've got some fondant. I'm just going to take that and make 2 balls. I've powdered my surface so I can knead it. And like I said, this is pretty simple and easy to do. And you'll be able to make your own the next time you want a unicorn cake. All right, 2 balls of fondant. Get the other out of my way. And you want to powder your surface so that your fondant doesn't stick. Okay, so now we have 2 balls. You want to roll them up. This one might be a little too big, so we're just going to pull off a little bit of it. Set that aside because we're going to need to do the ears. But fairly good size. You want to make sure you get all the little creases out. So we have one all kneaded and ready to go, and we'll do the other. And I'm going to pull off some of that one as well. You want to make them the same size. And of course, they're not. Okay, I think we're there now. Roll it into a ball. Roll it, roll it. All right, roughly about the same size. So then you're going to start shaping it. And you're going to roll from the bottom to the top. You're going to make a cone shape. Roll from the bottom to the top. And I'm going to do it like this because my hands are small. Some people have bigger hands, so they can do it easier. And my husband's actually watching the pups tonight, so I won't have no puppies whining, trying to get my attention. And as you can tell, I'm just rolling it into a cone. You want to make it roughly about 8 inches long. So let's measure. Yep, just about 8 inches. We'll point that. Can you guys see what I'm doing? If it's a little longer, we can always tear it off. But this is going to be a fat unicorn horn. So, about 8 inches long. It's about 8.5. But that's okay. We'll roll that one aside and we'll do the same thing with this one. And again, just roll it into a cone. I'm going to have to move some stuff over there shaking. making some noises. Okay. I roll this one as well. And like I said, if you have bigger hands, this would probably be easier for you, but I find that rolling it on the surface works just as well. All right. And here we go. We have another one. We'll make it 8.5 inches as well. Point it at the top. And there you go. You have 2 cone-shaped pieces of fondant. So the next thing you want to do is point the ends a little bit, and then we're going to wrap them, right? So you're going to take them and you're going to twist them together. Ooh, these are kind of fat. You're going to twist and twist so you get the desired look that you want. And I think we're going to pull that a little bit because we all know that they're not super thick. Well, I guess we don't know. They are mythical creatures after all. So now we have pretty thick piece, so I am going to, no, not with that, I'm not. I'm going to cut that off about right there. We got too much. And it's okay. You're not going to see the bottom of it. So we're going to twist again and bunch it together. Twist and bunch it together. Okay, so now we have a unicorn horn. Then we're going to take a skewer, just like you would use to skewer your meat. We're going to take a skewer and run it right through the center. And you are going to lose a little bit of shape, but that's okay. We're going to roll it again. And it'll be fine. All right. Roll it. And there you have your unicorn. Unicorn horn. Ta-da! We're going to set that aside. Then we're going to make some ears. Need that. And then you just take your roller, roll out your fondant. You want to leave it pretty thick because that's almost too thin right there. So we'll just tuck that under. You want to leave them a little thick. So, I don't know if you could see that, but relatively thick. And I have just a flower cutter that I use. Press down. Press down. Set this aside. I have to flip them this way so I can see what I'm doing. And then I will just take off the bottom edge. Just so that when I bend it, I'll be able to stick a toothpick in, which I don't have right now, but that's how I get them to stick in the cake. Then you're going to take your roller. You could do this with your fingers if you wanted to, but I just make an indention, smooth it out so that the ear is a little bigger. And this right here where you'd stick in your toothpick. Just smooth it out. There we go. You now have unicorn ears. Can you see that? And if you bend them, give them just a little push right here at the bottom so that when you stick it in, it'll have that curve. And I can't tell if you can see that, but that is what I do. And then we're going to take a little bit of powder, if I can get it open. Yeah, let me open this one so I don't spill it everywhere. And I'm going to get my brush a little damp. Put a little powder in my little container over here. And then we're just going to paint the gold right inside. It's not adhering too well because I think we got a little moisture in the air. But that's all right. We will add some powder with a dry brush. If I can find my dry brushes. This unicorn is going to be yellow because she said that's her favorite color. So we're just going to make the inside of the ears gold. Wet it a little bit there. Use some of this dry. Paint the inside. And you have your unicorn ears. That one might be a little messy at the bottom, but you're not going to see that because that's what's going into the cake. And there you have it. Unicorn ears, unicorn horn. Put that fondant aside. We're going to bring our unicorn horn over here. And I have this brush that I use. You don't have to use this, but it makes life so much easier. You can paint it with just a regular brush and some dust. So, you just roll it over.